Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. Wow, we had a rough night last night, didn't we? We had severe thunderstorms, lightning strikes, tornado warnings, heavy rain, all kinds of stuff. People without power. Our good friend Todd Bailey had a tree come down in his property, barely missed his house. Then he was without power. I haven't heard from him yet to hear if he's got it back. But please, check on your friends, check on your neighbors, make sure they came through this all right, because that was a rough one last night. Okay? I'm Tom from Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, 724 Cleveland Avenue Southwest, on the fringes of beautiful downtown Canton. But you already knew that. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. We are a mere 22 days away from May 1st, which is when we are supposed to have the stay-at-home order lifted. And we're tearing a link off to commemorate that, and we're that much closer to May 1st. Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, 724 Cleveland Avenue Southwest, on the fringes of downtown Canton. I have to say that, it's in the copyright. Is currently closed because of said stay-at-home order. But we are here for you anyway. We're doing these videos. If you want to call us at 330-456-8907. If I'm not here to answer the phone, there's a machine that will take your message and we'll get back to you probably. You never know. Email us at comics5@yahoo.com or message me through Facebook. We post these videos there. We post them on YouTube. Let us know how you're liking them. Let me know if you've got any requests. Okay, as I said, today is Wednesday, April 8th, and today in history, in 1974, Henry Hank Aaron hit his 715th career home run, breaking Babe Ruth's record of, obviously, 714. That was an amazing thing. That record had stood for quite some time. Also on this day, 1 year later, in 1975, Frank Robinson became the first black manager of a Major League Baseball team, and it was with our own Cleveland Indians. So two amazing baseball things that happened right on this day years ago. Okay, I always try to encourage you to get in touch, check on your friends and what have you, but I'm going to today encourage you to get in touch with people who maybe you've been estranged from, who you've maybe had a falling out or a misunderstanding or something, because with things the way they are, you really need to mend some of those fences if they need mending indeed. And I will say, last night I decided to call somebody I thought had been angry with me for a little while here. I thought, something was wrong, but I wanted to make sure she was okay, because I worry about people and I care about this individual. And as it turns out, it was a misunderstanding on my part. She wasn't upset with me in any way, and she just we hadn't talked for a while. We talked last night at length. It was really nice. I'm glad that we are back in communication. I've missed her. Okay, next thing is we encourage you to eat well during this time. You're trapped in the house. It's easy to fall onto bad habits. So we encourage you, eat well, take your meds, stay hydrated. But along with that, we also try to get you to do other things. So we always pick 3 other things from our job jar here. So here we go. Let's see what we're suggesting you do today. It's not mandatory. Do a craft. Hook a rug, knit something, knit a mask for goodness sakes, or crochet one, or a hat, or, do something. Send it to me. I love crafty stuff. Okay, next on our list, Do the laundry. Did we already have this one? It doesn't matter. You need to do the laundry. Do the laundry. You know, yesterday I think we talked about your sweats that you've been wearing for way too long. Well, now that you've changed them, you know, wash those stanky things up. Okay, and last but not least, vacuum. Oh man, this last weekend on Sunday, I'm not really proud of the fact that I did move some things in my bedroom, and I looked under my bed, and there was like new life living there. There was enough dust that I could have raised winter wheat. So yes, I did considerable vacuuming, and I'm proud of the fact I did it. I'm not proud of the fact why I did it. But anyway, so yeah, get some vacuuming done. Okay, that's what we're suggesting for today. I guess that's about it, except I'm going to tell you a story, because we love telling stories, and I hope they cheer you up. And let me know if you have a favorite story that you like. You know, I'll request it. I might tell it. Today's story is a comic book collector story, which people outside of the industry don't know that there are such a thing, but there are. So once upon a time, there was this comic collector who went on a cruise. And let me tell you something, there's a reason I don't go anywhere, because bad things always happen when you go somewhere. Actually, this stay-at-home order is like normal life for me, but I digress. This comic collector went on a cruise, and as I said, bad things happened. So one day, while he was cruising along out in the middle of the ocean and having a wonderful time, he tried to take a selfie, I believe, and he fell over and he landed in the water, and the boat doesn't stop, and it kept going. And thankfully, he washed up on shore to this small but, you know, large enough to sustain his life at least, deserted island. So there was water he could drink, and there was sort of shelter he could create, a little bit of food. He survived. He was eating raw fish. It wasn't pretty. But he was there for like 2.5 years or more. He lost track of time. We don't know how long he was there. But one day, as he was sitting on the beach, because there wasn't much else to do, and cursing at the seagulls because, again, there wasn't much to do, he noticed something bobbing in the ocean heading his way. And he watched and he watched, and it was this huge crate. And clinging to the crate was a beautiful woman who was naked as the day she was born. And they came up, and she, you know, got off of the crate and stood up, and all he could do, he stood there and just stared at her. And she kind of cleaned herself, and she looked at him, and she goes, "Well, hello." And he went, "Hi." She says, "My goodness, have you been here a long time?" He said, I don't know. It's been at least a couple years. I don't know. Oh my gosh. And she says, "Settle down now. You've been here 2 years." "Yes, it's been awful." "Well, 2 years. And she kind of did this. She goes, "Well, I'm about to give you something you haven't had in a long time." And he went, "All right, there's comic books in that crate." On that note, we're going to say goodbye. Take care of yourselves. Try to take care of others. I'm here if you need me. We're all in this together. I guarantee you we're going to get through this. If you need me, I'm here. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.